Kavod HaRabbanim, friends all, what a day it is today, where we in Cape Town stand side by side with our Jewish brethren in the state of Israel who are reeling from the most horrendous attack in memory. You know, it was just over a week ago that I was in Israel. I went for dinner with my daughter to her parents-in-law, met a wonderful young man, his name is Yuval Gez, and he was so excited to tell us how he was taking over command of 91 Battalion in the north. He was speaking so proudly of the commitment of his soldiers to the peace of Israel, not to the war of Israel, but to the peace of Israel. I received a call a few hours later that Keren HaYesod, which I represent in South Africa, Keren HaYesod wanted to gather together its leaders throughout the world. Within 2 hours, 152 leaders from 40 countries came together online to address the crisis which befell us. Now, I think I should just read to you something very brief. It's a letter which was sent out to me and the other members of Keren HaYesod a few hours after the terrible, horrific, murderous attacks. It was sent out to me by the chairman of the Board of Governors of Keren HaYesod, Lieutenant General Doron Almog. I'm not going to read you the whole letter, but how about this paragraph? Yesterday evening, I was informed that 6 of my family members were murdered in Kfar Gaza. Chen Almog Goldstein, Nadav Goldstein, their daughters Yam and Agam, and their sons Tal and Gal. Can you imagine anything more horrific? Can you imagine the effect on the whole of humanity to hear of an innocent family wiped out in one go? Ladies and gentlemen, this is no ordinary attack. We have seen so far over 1,500 Israeli men, women, and children who have been murdered. We have seen as many as 150 Israelis being held hostage by terrorists. And ladies and gentlemen, when we hear about a blockade in Gaza, which every one of us deplores, we don't want to see people starved and people cut off. But when we hear a simple story which says, give us back our people and we'll give you everything you want. Unfortunately, it is a situation where Hamas are the ones who are depriving their own people of the ability to live and the ability to lead decent lives. I can also assure you that we cannot ignore the fact that more than 3,000 Israelis have been injured, and those injuries might range from some of the lesser ones, but certainly in many cases to major injuries, limbs blown off, damage to faces, damage to legs, damage to their whole psyche. So what have we done? Keren HaYesod, the official fundraising organization of the State of Israel, has climbed in immediately and said, we will support, together with organizations like the Zionist Federation, we will support the Victims of Terror Fund. And that is hugely important. Within 48 hours of any direct attack, these funds are paid out. Short-term funds and grants running to well over $1,000 immediately, and long-term grants running to $8,000 and more, depending on the severity of the cases. And that is why I urge every one of you, if you are able, to please contribute to this fund. You can do it either through some of the facilities here today, through the Zionist Federation, you can do it through the United Jewish Campaign. We cannot do more than support our brethren in their hour of need. We cannot do more than identify with them we cannot do more than make small sacrifices for the enormous sacrifice that has been made. Ladies and gentlemen, you honor the state of Israel by being here today. You honor morality, you honor decency, you honor everything that we stand for as a nation and as a people. And I salute you and thank every one of you, especially to our non-Jewish friends, so many of you who have come here today. We value your love. We value your support. We value your standing side by side with us as we stand up for dignity, humanity, and morality. And ladies and gentlemen, finally, let me say, what gives me great hope is to see young leaders like Adrian Jacobson, who heads up the Board of Deputies, like David, who heads up the Zionist Federation, like so many more. We have a new generation of people here. Look around you and see how many young people there are. And that gives us the knowledge that Am Yisrael Chai, we stand united, Umdim B'Yachad, we stand side by side with one another. And with your blessing, your support, your love, your dedication, and your commitment, we will overcome the horrors of what has befallen us, and we will emerge stronger and brighter and more moral and prouder than ever before. Thank you, everyone. Am Yisrael Chai.